Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. And he'll take it for 4 yards on the game's first play. Here's a 2nd and 6. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Downfield, that's Perry. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They send the tight end in motion. Milton going to look to throw it again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
He's got that complete to Knox.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. To the air once more is Milton. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, Mike, it's pretty clear early in this game the message they want to send is we are going to be aggressive on offense. And that's exactly what they did there, going for it on 4th down early. But it's the defense that comes through and forces the turnover on downs.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Irving.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. They convert with a gain of 15.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. First and 10. They'll run it. It's Irving. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They send him right out of the slot. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
One quarter in the books. It's the Bengals on top. And more from Houston coming up in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. From out of the gun, he'll throw.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Milton. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
Let's go now. Big alert, big alert. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11.
Back at 60. Warriors 17. Go street. 65 Jack, 65 Jack.
They'll fake the give, and now it's Milton. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
79 Bronco. Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. Street, street.
Working out of the gun is Milton. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Dawson Knox. Touchdown, Bengals. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on second down. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He dives, and what a catch for the first down. A gain there of 13 yards. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. Thrown left side, the catch is made. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Back to the air one more time. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open.
A hit, and he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sacked, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
2nd and 11. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike, if they... I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. timeout, Cincinnati. That's their second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Throwing is Milton. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
On third and long, here's Milton. A quick slant taken by Chase. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to fourth down.
Well, the run after catch. Nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
Oh, not the greatest punt there. This is going to hit and go out of bounds. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. Now the offense will use their third and final timeout. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He'll get up here and spike it, and time for one final play right here. They'll try again here, second and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Rangers, 79 Broncos.
He'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Coleman. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go, set.
On the ground, it's Irvin. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. B.J. Hill shuts it down there. Back to throw. Taking off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
There he goes again.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Ready, go!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. On 1st down, here's Milton. Now a shot here, deep middle. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
You know, Mike, I like the mindset of this offensive coordinator. He's saying, listen, I'm not looking to preserve this lead. I'm looking to extend my lead. Now, that aggressive play calling in this case led to the turnover. Now your defense has to take the field. Can they bail you out and keep this lead unchanged prior to their next possession? Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 tight, 19 tight. Left wing 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
On the play fake, it's Milton. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Second down and 8.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. Try and throw with Milton. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down. The Bengals out and ready to punt. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. On first down, here's Irving. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll go again here with Irving. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll get this just past the 45 as he's taken down. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to run it. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Here's a designed run. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Oilers. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun is Milton. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Milton to the air on 2nd down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the gun, here's Milton. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
They'll go. Here's Milton. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
I liked a little bit of this risk-taking when you found yourself with the lead in the 4th quarter. Conservative wisdom says, just punt it away and let your defense win this game for you. But now after going for it on 4th down and extending the drive, they can continue to work this clock. And even if they do have to give the ball back to their opponent, we're going to get the ball back with a lot less time. So I really like that decision.
Here's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Milton. He's got that complete to Knox. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up 4th down. They'll try to run. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker, and they have turned it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set. Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to tuck it and go.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was